Yo, Salakia, man, to restart the feed. They ain't never done that shit, man. You know, maybe, you know, Esau fucking with the shit. It just had the thing just blurring that whole time, man. I had to restart it, you know? But like I said, hey, man, hey, these devils is mad, man. All right, let's get this. This is Revelations chapter 13. Oh, but like I was reading, you know, I mean, like I was reading that article, now you got a bunch of ragtag individuals dressed up like ICE agents, not showing showing badges, but not showing paperwork, grabbing Issachar off the streets, man. And that was over there in Massachusetts. So you're going to see more shit like that, too. Remember, Esau got, you know, these white supremacist so-called groups, these Proud Boys. Hey, they're going to be out here pretending to be ICE agents doing shit, too, man. You know, probably rounding Jake up, beating the shit out of Jake, you know, grabbing up Northern Kingdom, acting like they're ICE agents, taking them to an undisclosed location just to beat the shit out of them to get their rocks off, man. You know? Remember, it's going to be, the Lord got civil war set up here, out here, you know? But this is Revelations 13 and 15. Let me see. Yeah, this is the Revelation 13 and 11. And I beheld another beast coming up out of the earth. And he had two horns like a lamb, and he spake as a dragon, dealing with what? This whole political system, man. These Republicans and these Democrats, you know? At first, you know, they were talking smooth things. Now they're speaking like a dragon. Look at what Trump said, man. Right? Now he's talking about bringing in martial law. He's talking about doing away with habeas corpus. Let's see what those two things are. I think I got it. Right. Oh, the Posse Comitatus Act. See? This is a Posse Comitatus Act. It says, the Posse Comitatus Act is a United States federal law signed on June 18, 1878 by President Rutherford B. Hayes that limits the power of the federal government and the use of federal military personnel to enforce domestic policies within the United States. You see? Yeah, it says that it means, Posse Comitatus means the power of the county. Posse Comitatus describe a group of citizens who are called upon to assist a sheriff in keeping the peace. See, so now he's going to get a lot of these Proud Boys involved, man. A lot of these white supremacist groups. And remember, part of making America great again is making America white again, man. See, that's why they're trying to basically round up a lot of these northern tribes, man. And eventually it's going to trickle down to you southern tribes, man. You so-called Negroes, you ain't off the hook yet. You think because he's deporting these so-called brown people that you so-called Negroes ain't next? You don't think they're going to put something in place and start rounding up you so-called black American citizens, man? Because y'all going to be out there protesting. Y'all going to be out there talking shit. Guess what? He going to label you under that same banner, man. Remember, they already talked about going over there to Memphis, Tennessee and bringing the military over there because it's so damn violent. What the hell you think he's going to do with those violent American citizens and Jakes over there? He's going to round your ass up and he's going to send you to goddamn Guantanamo Bay. He's going to send you over there to El Salvador, man. And remember, Trump is not against rounding up violent criminals and repeat offenders here in Babylon the Great, man. The stage is being set for all of that, man. All right? I got another one here, too. And he's talking about what? Doing away with the Insurrection Act of 1807 says, federal law that empowers the President of the United States to nationally deploy the U.S. military and to federalize the National Guard's units of the individual state in specific circumstances. He just did that in L.A. right now. You don't think he's going to be able to do that in these other states that's about to mount up and go buck wild tomorrow, man? He might do this in D.C. tomorrow where they're having that parade for Trump's birthday. They're going to do it in a lot of these blue states against the wishes of these governors, man. Which is going to cause what? More division, more divide, you know? More what? Egyptian versus the Egyptian. And pretty soon, man, hey, it's going to get wild out here, man. Eventually, you're going to have these Edomites, man. Hey, they're going to, once it gets wild, these Edomites, they're going to end up getting involved in this shit too. They're going to end up trying to take matters into their own hands, man. They're going to mount up. They're going to start fighting against these so-called brown people that are fucking up and destroying their communities and their towns. We had enough of this shit. First it was black fatigue, now it's going to be brown fatigue, man. And that's all scriptural, man. You see? Look at it. It says, a suppression of civil disorder, of insurrection, of armed rebellion against the federal government. You see? And that's what this Palantir is going to be used to do. It's basically to go to all these different protests and label all you motherfuckers out there as insurrectionists, man. And guess what? It's going to trickle down to the prophets and the men of the Lord. We're already on that list. They already see us as seditious and turning the world upside down. And as Elder Yashawamba always points out, ancient Rome was known for exiling citizens of Rome that bucked up, that rebelled. Let me type that in real fast. I mean, that brother always goes into that. I'll do it this way. Let's see what it says. What is this? Oh. It's the wrong one. Slack it. Shit. Why would look at this one. I'll get this one. It says, why did the Roman exile the Jews? It says, though the Jews lived relatively peacefully under Roman rule at first, this changed in the first century AD and 19 AD. The Jews were expelled from the city, likely because either their religious evangelism or because of the civil unrest they fostered, man. You see? And they're going to do the same thing to us. Remember, they're already talking about giving you 2 years in prison over there in London if you were out there speaking and preaching the gospel on the streets, street preachers. And who the hell you think that's really being targeted at, man? Because remember, they can't just come at us because we're not doing anything as of right now. But we know, as the scriptures say, man, eventually they're going to come after us, man. All right, because why? They're going to call us as turning the world upside down. They're going to consider what we're doing as being seditious. And we can go back here, read that again. It says what? It says the Insurrection Act, in specific circumstances such as the suppression of civil disorder, of insurrection, of armed rebellion against the federal government of the U.S. The Insurrection Acts. Let's see something. Yes, that's what it says. Civil disorder. Let me click that. Yep, civil disorder, also known as civil disturbance, civil unrest, civil strife, or turmoil, are situations when law enforcement and security forces struggle to maintain public order or tranquility. And we know we're going to be hit with that same strike, man. But they already deemed us what we're out here doing as seditious. And in ancient Rome, that was the same thing why the Jews got kicked out of Rome, man. Why do you think, who was that, Aquila and Priscilla? Let me see if I can find that, man. Aquila. Yep. This is Acts chapter 18, verse 2. It says, after these things, Paul departed from Athens and came to Corinth, and found a certain Jew named Aquila, born in Pontus, lately come from Italy, where was Rome, in Italy, with his wife Priscilla, because that Claudius had commanded all Jews to depart from Rome, and came unto them. You see, it's going to be the same with us, man. Some of us are going to get grabbed up, put in detention centers. They might even try to exile some of the men of the Lord and the prophets out of this place, man. Not because we're going to be out there literally when all hell is breaking loose, prophesying and preaching. You're going to have some of these overzealous, dumbass Israelite groups out there prophesying in the middle of Jacob's trouble, and we're going to see how it's going to end for them. Like I said, you might have some of these dumbass Israelite groups, these 501c3 groups, out there marching tomorrow, man. Marching for our Northern Kingdom brothers with Mexican flags and doing stupid shit, which is going to what? Cause this ministry to be blamed. Which is going to cause what? Basically all of us to be put, how does it go? That scripture, being linked with the transgressors. But hey, but our testimony in Yahweh Shem Shai is what's gonna find us not guilty in that day, man. Because like I said, we know Esau's he's gonna blame us for something, man. Like I said, he's gonna use AI or some type of bullshit to frame us, to lie on us, put us on, acting like we had a bomb or some shit, have it all on the media, on TV, to do what? Oh, let me get that. To accuse us, man. Isn't he not referred to as the accuser of our brethren? This is Revelation 12 and 10. And I heard a loud voice saying, now is come salvation and strength and the kingdom of our God and the power of his Hamashiach. For the accuser of our brethren is cast down, which accused us before our God day and night. See? So not only does Esau accuse us before the Most High, oh, look at your people. They're out here being homos. They're being lesbians. They're eating pork. They're celebrating Christmas. They're cutting into their flesh. They took the MOTB. But also they're going to accuse us of being seditious, of being domestic terrorists, man. Having us on social media and on, on the news doing particular things, saying particular things, which they're already doing that right now anyway. But that's why we're constantly telling these other groups, man, stop, doing these stupid ass interviews, stop going on these different podcasts, stop allowing Esau to come into your congregation and ask you all these fucking questions and how many members do you have? Are you guys a cult or you're all this? Doing interviews with your fucking enemy, man. Let them into your schools and into your houses. Y'all got to be the most dumbest niggas I've ever seen, man. But again, hey, that's, things like that are going to happen, man. We are going to be accused, But it is what it is, Where is that? Oh, yeah, here we go. Yep. Let's get that word for accused. Hey, the next verse says what I was just saying. It says an accuser. Oh, look at this. A name given to the devil, which is Esau Edom, man. All right. And that word, it's like we went out there. Verse 11, it says, and they overcame him by the blood of the Lamb and by the word of their testimony, and they loved not their lives unto the death, you see? And that's how we're going to ultimately overcome. You know what I mean? When they're going to have us use AI to make something that we're not saying. They're going to have the perfect image of you. It's going to sound like you. It's going to look like you. It's probably even going to move like you, man. But it's going to be something that's a little off about it to where if you know. But still, But in the eyes of the public opinion, in the eyes of these peons, they're going to be like, oh, we always knew them Israelite niggas was up to no good. We knew that there was they was violent, they was planning. And they're going to have Vocab Malone up there sitting on the panel with that stupid hat on, with that fucking little stupid necklace on saying, yeah, I'm the foremost expert on Hebrew Israelism, and these guys are a cult. They're dangerous. They're violent. They hate white people. They're gonna lay it on real thick, man. But guess what? Through our testimony and through the blood of Yahweh Shai HaMashiach, man, hey, we're gonna receive that white stone from that exemption from judgment. You might put our head in the guillotines. You might chop our head off. You might, put us in front of a firing squad. But hey, at the end of the day, we're part of the elect. Those works are going to follow us, and we're going to be raised up, man. And when we get you devils in the kingdom that did that, hey, all bets are going to be off, man. All bets are going to be completely off, man. But it is what it is, though. What else I got? Yep. So these things are coming, man. All of this Insurrection Act. The right to due process, all these different things, they're about to become the norm here in this society because that's ultimately what these devils need to bring in this new world order, man. This is what they need to get rid of the majority of you people out here because they don't plan all 8 billion of you people on this planet being part of their new world order, man. They got to trim the fat, if you know what I mean. Because it's going to be a great culling. And the last person they want in the dystopian futuristic world is the prophets and the men of the Lord, truthers, people who can see through the bullshit, people that's gonna call out their bullshit. We're the last ones they want, so they're gonna try to get rid of us before that is even established, man. Remember, they're still gonna have that red list, blue list, and yellow list, man. And guess what? The prophets and the men of Yahweh Shem Shai, we're all on it, man. Whether you're a real prophet or a false prophet, But this devil's getting ready to come with a lot of this wickedness and a lot of this, you know, speaking like a dragon, like I read in that Revelations 13. Let me get this. All right, he's about to get real mischievous out here. This is Psalms chapter 94, verse 20. It says, "Shall the throne of iniquity have fellowship with thee, which framest mischief by a law?" You see, that's what this devil is able to do mischief through, you know, these different planned, these, you know, through these different planned, you know, like these different agendas and these psyops and these psychological operations, through these false funded protests. They're able to use these things through mischief, through wickedness, through a conspiracy type of dealings to pass particular laws, man, to further give him more power and to enslave you people, man, to take away the right from the poor of the Most High's people. You know, to put us in situations to where we don't have no rights, man, to where you don't have the right to do any more free speech. And that's getting ready to be done out the window, man. All right, it says I'm live. I don't know, can you brothers hear me? This shit's tripping. It's doing the same shit. It ain't never did this. It's just, the screen is just going fucking crazy. They ain't never done that before. You brothers can hear me. Can your brothers hear me on there? Shit's crazy. Let me see something. That's crazy. Damn, it won't even let me see anything. Oh, okay. Screen bugging, that's what I thought, right? I can see y'all things now. Fucking Satan, man. It's glitching. I ain't never done that before. Fucking devil, man. Damn. Oh, here we go. Let me see. Yeah, I can see it now. Bro. Yeah, but I'll read some of you brothers' precepts. This is why keep the faith? Why keep the faith? This is Matthew 5:10. Blessed are they which are persecuted for righteousness' sake, for theirs is the kingdom of heaven. Right. And that's Lord willing that you know, we're gonna find ourselves in that stead, man. Because we are gonna be persecuted for righteousness' sake. Hey, we ain't gonna be persecuted for being, you know, wicked or out here protesting or stealing or committing all type of atrocities. The only thing they're gonna be able to persecute us for is this gospel and our trust and our constant pushing and promoting the names of Yahweh Hashem Yahushai. Verse 11, it says, "Blessed are ye when men shall revile you and persecute you, and shall say all manner of evil against you falsely for my sake. Rejoice and be exceeding glad, for great is your reward in heaven, for so persecuted they the prophets which were before you." See? So we're in good company, you know? And that's something that we gotta expect, man. All right? We gotta expect that. But it's gonna be what it's gonna be, man. The Lord's always gonna make a way for his elect at the end of the day, you know? So we just it's gonna be what it's gonna be, man. Remember, when you come to serve the Lord, you gotta prepare yourself for temptation anyway. Hey, we're all about to be tempted in a major way with this coming of the MOTB. Especially when this society collapses, you know? When this society collapses and we're going to have to be out here purely on faith. Oh, I just thought of another scripture, man. You know, hey, because that persecution is coming. Oh, yeah, let me get this one real quick. It's lucky, but I'm going to go a little bit longer. I know this shit's bugging. But it is what it is, you know. We are going to be persecuted. Hey, I'd rather be persecuted for righteousness' sake instead of being persecuted for being a nigga or an adulterer or a thief or a liar or just a two-third, you know what I mean? All right, this is Psalms 37:1. It says, "Fret not thyself because of evildoers, neither be thou envious against the workers of iniquity, for they shall soon be cut down like the grass and wither as the green herb, man. So, hey, we ain't supposed to fret. Now, of course, being in this flesh, you're going to be like, oh, shit, damn. But, hey, man, I truly believe the Lord's going to put a hell of a spirit on all of his elect when that persecution really, really comes, man. When we got to stand before Esau, if you might get thrown in one of these concentration camps, we're going to be dialed in the spirit, The Lord going to put a hell of a spirit on us, man, to where we're going to be comforted, man. We're going to be solid. We're going to be stoic, you know what I mean? While everybody else is bugging out, we're just going to be in the spirit of just, divine focus, man, Because we know ultimately what? At the end of the day, Esau ain't going to get away with this shit, man. He ain't going to ride off into the sunset. He's not going to accomplish his new world order, man. All of his plans and his agenda is going to go up in flames and smoke, man. It says, trust in Yahweh, B'Shem Yahweh Shai, and do good. You see? We just got to do good, man. Continue to do good, Just continue to stay on the path. Stay the course, man. Be obedient to Yahweh, B'Shem Yahweh Shai, to the best of our abilities, And the Lord's going to take care of everything else. It says, so shalt thou dwell in the land, and verily thou shalt be fed. Delight thyself also in Yahweh, B'Shem Yahweh Shai, and he shall give thee the desires of thine heart. And what's part of the desires of our heart? Getting that spiritual power, Lord willing. And ultimately, being delivered, being saved, and getting the necks of all of our enemies, man. These devils are gonna, we're gonna get vengeance, man. The Lord's gonna give us that righteous reparations package, man, which comes with what? The authority, immortality, righteousness, all wisdom, knowledge, and understanding, spiritual power, but ultimately vengeance upon our enemies, man. We're gonna tread upon the necks of all of these damn heathens, man, especially Esau, Edom. All right, and Moab, Ammon, these Ishmaelites, all these fucking nations that look down upon us, man. That's all had their hand in our downfall. Hey, that's part of the spiritual reparations package, man. We're gonna get these devils, all right? And it says, commit thy way unto Yahweh, trust also in him, and he shall bring it to pass. And he shall bring forth thy righteousness as the light, and thy judgment as the noonday. Rest in Yahweh, B'Shem Yahweh Shai, and wait patiently for him. You see, that's what it's about. We got to wait patiently, even when, because we know the times that are coming, it ain't going to be fair. We know this devil's going to lie, he's going to slander, he's going to accuse. Like I said, he's going to use AI to paint the picture that we're these despicable, lowly, violent, devious, manipulative, violent people, man. But it's all, like I said, hey, as long as we're covered by the blood of Yahweh, B'Shem Yahweh Shai, and our testimony is in the Lamb, we good, man. It says, and wait patiently for him, fret not thyself because of him who prospereth in his way, because of the man who bringeth wicked devices to pass. So the hell with Esau, man. He gonna do what he gonna do, we gonna do what we gonna do, It says, cease from anger and forsake wrath. Why? Because vengeance is the Lord's, man. Hey, and at the opportune time, the Lord, he's going to give us the desires of our hearts, man. He's going to let us get our hands on these heathens. He's going to let us get our beat the shit out of all these nations. But hey, and it's in the Lord's time, and it's at an appointed time. We're going to get it, man. We just got to be, we just got to be patient and wait. We're going to get it all, man. It says, it says, cease from anger and forsake wrath. Fret not thyself in any wise to do evil. You see, because that's ultimately what Esau wants us to do. He wants to push us to do evil. That's why vocab comes and he's a pest. He tries to annoy you. These dudes come up to the camp, they want you to get carnal. They want you to get violent, But guess what? Hey, we still got to remain patient and be wise as serpents and harmless as doves, man. Hey, but the time is going to come to where the fisher is going to become the hunter, man. When we're going to hunt these devils, we're going to get them, man. We're going to get them all, man. All right? It says, for evildoers shall be cut off, but those that wait upon Yahweh, B'Shem Yahweh Shai, they shall inherit the earth. For yet a little while, and the wicked shall not be. Yea, thou shalt diligently consider his place, and it shall not be. See? The devil's out of there, man. It says, but the meek shall inherit the earth, and shall delight themselves in the abundance of peace. The wicked plotteth against the just, and gnasheth upon him with his teeth. But Yahweh B'Shem Yahweh Shai shall laugh at him, for he seeth that his day is coming. And that's what we got to do, man. Hey, when Esau might grab us up and got us in these councils and these prisons, man, and he's talking shit, trying to sentence us, hey, we're just going to laugh, man. because we know that his day is coming. It says, the wicked have drawn out their sword and have bent their bow to cast down the poor and needy and to slay such as be of upright conversation. You see? And that's ultimately what they're going to try to do to us in these last days. But like I just read, hey, we're not to fret, we're not to fear. We're supposed to just wait patiently. Hey, and the Lord's going to take care of everything else, man. So with that, I'm going to close it. This shit bugging, man. Hey, but the water for you brothers that chimed in, the water for you brothers that put down some precepts and scriptures and tuned into this lesson. Lord willing, you were edified. I'm going to give all praise, honor, and glory to Yahweh, Bahashem, Yahweh Shai, Bahashem, Ruach HaKodesh. Double honors to the apostles and elders, a great millstone that rule well. And peace and blessing be multiplied on you, brethren, teaching this word on sincerity and truth. And Shalom, brother Ka'at Pasha Ayash, and the other brother, the water for tuning in, brother. As Lord willing, I'll see y'all next week. Be safe. Shalom, much love.